Hi, everyone. Happy Tuesday. It's good to be back on Tuesday. And the sun has been shining here all day. It's dark now. So we were stuck in snow all last week. So I'm super excited to be having beautiful sunshine. So we went from like -4 to 70. In some places was even higher. So that's insane, crazy. I'm just going to give everyone a few minutes to hop on. If you are able to come in and see me live and hear me okay, make sure to give me a thumbs up, say hello. I'm just going to be kind of making sure all of my tech is good to go. That way I know everyone can see, make sure the group has it live. I'm going to check all of that as people are coming in. Oh, let's see. Make sure y'all can see and hear me. Perfect. Awesome. And we are live there. Perfect. Okay. So tonight is going to be really about breaking beliefs and breaking down some barriers, changing the mindset shift so that you are able to really get healthy in order to lose weight. So we're going to be diving into what exactly I mean by that and how you can actually obtain true health in order to have the weight loss that you want so badly and that you've been striving to get for so long. And we're going to dive into all of that tonight. So while everybody's hopping in, say hello in the comments when you come in. If you're watching replay, #replay in the comments so I know you're checking it out later. And if this is your first time here, my name is Amy Mathers, and I am a health coach and fitness coach. I own Lady Warrior Studio, and I have an online coaching program called Rise Up, where I help women restore their metabolism, heal their bodies, heal their guts, and achieve the weight loss that they want to achieve, all while doing this without fad diets, out restriction. So no restrictive dieting, no fad diets. The whole purpose of our programs is to break the yo-yo diet cycle. And that is exactly what I am bringing to you tonight, is we're going to be talking about why you need to break the yo-yo diet cycle to get out of the dieting, no longer diet, and actually have true health and achieve the weight loss you want and no longer have to diet anymore. Wouldn't that be awesome? The average woman diets every 5 to 7 times a year. I say that a lot, but it's the truth. And it blows my mind that if a woman diets that many times, doing low calorie, low carb, cutting out sugar, all that stuff, why do they keep coming back to it? Why do we have to diet 5 to 7 times a year? Shouldn't it hit and do its job and we'd be done with it? Shouldn't it be something that's sustainable? We don't have to keep dieting to keep trying to lose weight. Nobody wants to keep doing that. Why do we keep doing that to ourselves? It's like this trap that we fall into and we keep having to do it. So we're going to be talking about that tonight. We're going to be diving into what does it really mean to be healthy? What does it mean to lose weight? And how are some of the things that we're doing, like low carb, low sugar, cutting out sugar completely, cutting our calories so far down, what is it doing to our bodies really? So we get to a point where we can no longer lose weight, we even gain weight. And it's kind of like, what's happening with my body? What's going on? So we're going to talk about that. We're going to dive into it. So I am going to first share a story with you because I want you to understand exactly where I'm coming from when I talk about this and why I'm so passionate about this, especially because we have a lot of new members in the group. So I want to share a story with you. Before I dive into that, I wanted to say hello to everyone who's popping in. So hello, happy Tuesday. Make sure to say hello in the comments if you're coming in live. If you're watching the replay, #replay in the comments below. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to hit that subscribe button because we have a lot more content coming your way as well. Each week, I am going to be talking about weight loss, metabolism, metabolic health, restoring the gut, motivation, mindset shifts. You all can take all these tools you can take and use to achieve true weight loss. True long-term weight loss. So let's get into it. I'm going to share my story first. So For those of you who don't know me, again, my name is Amy Mathers, and I'm a health and fitness coach. I have been working with women for a very, very long time and training them, going through different weight loss programs with them. I have a studio of women that come every day to train with me, and I love it. It is my passion. It is what I know in my heart that I am meant to do. And I've been doing this for a long time. I got married. Oh my gosh, this is awful. Don't tell my husband this. I want to say 7 years ago. Anyway, but when my husband and I got married, I was in like the best shape of my life. And we had a son who is now 6. And right after him, I was able to like drop the weight. Right after I had him, I was able to get off the baby weight. I started lifting and hi, Debbie. How are you? And I was able to drop the weight in like 3 months. It was super easy. Doing everything that I know how to do. I was doing cardio. I was weightlifting. I was probably working out 6 or 7 times a week. I was training my ladies. We were all counting our macros, counting our calories. We were doing low carb. We were, trying to watch what we eat, making sure high protein, everything that we know how to do, right? Probably stuff that you've all done or are trying to do right now. And yeah, I bounced right back. 3 months, I had my body back. I was good to go. And this is what I was doing. I was training women. This was what I did all the time. And I was helping women lose weight. And I got pregnant again with our son, who's now will be 3 soon. And I was like, it'll be fine. I was on bed rest. It was awful. I gained so much weight. I'm one of those people who just like blow up like a balloon when they get pregnant out of nowhere. It's just like, bam, I'm pregnant. Next day I've gained 10 pounds. Like it just happens. I don't know what it is. But then I was on bed rest. So I wasn't active at all. Ended up gaining a lot of weight. But I thought, you know what? I've done it so many times before. I can do it again. It's no big deal. I'll get right back into the shape I was in. And that didn't happen. I went right into postpartum depression. And I'd never gone through that. I have 4 kids. This was my first time ever really experiencing that. I've never had depression before. I didn't know what it was. And I just didn't care about my body. I didn't care what I looked like. I didn't care that I was overweight. I didn't care that my clients saw me this way. I just didn't care. So if you've been through postpartum depression, you know what that's like. If you've been through any type of depression, you probably know what that's like. It took me a while. And once I kind of got better, my mental health was better, then it was time. I mean, it took me probably almost 8 to 9 months to get my mental health in check. Once I was able to do that, then I started, working on my physical health. I was like, okay, it's time to get back at it. And I really thought 3 months, I'll be exactly where I was before baby. Wrong. So wrong. I couldn't lose weight no matter what I did. And ladies, I was doing everything that I taught my women how to do. I was doing everything that I had done in the past. I was cutting out sugar. I was doing low carb. I was working out constantly. I was doing so much cardio. And I was like watching everything on my watches. I was tracking everything. I was doing everything that I knew how to do. And then everything that I was coaching my ladies how to do while they're over there losing weight, looking awesome. And I'm over here just like, what the hell? I can't lose anything. Like it would go like 5 to 10 and then shift and come back and 5, 10. I'm one of those fluctuate 5 pounds like it's nothing. So for me, I wasn't losing. And I even went out and got a coach. I'm a coach. But I always tell people, you need a coach to hold you accountable. Make sure you're really consistent. Because sometimes we think we're being consistent and we're not. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I just need a coach who's going to make sure I'm hitting my numbers exactly. Let them just make sure I'm doing it what I need to be doing. And, it was a really, really expensive nutritionist who does what I do, but they were online and I knew them. They were referred to me. I knew people who had been through there. And it wasn't working. I was tracking everything. I was basically doing everything I knew how to do because someone was looking over my shoulder and it still wasn't working. And they put me even in a carb cut where they like just plummeted my carbs so low. And I maybe lost a couple of pounds and I was like, all right, this is working. I'm leaning out. But we all know that when you do that, it's just water weight. It's just inflammation going down. It's not really body fat. And then it just stopped. So I fired him. I was like, I can't keep spending this money if it's not going to work. And I went to my doctor. By this time, it had been almost a year and a half, maybe almost 2. And I had still not lost the baby weight. And here I am, a trainer, a coach, getting all these women to hit their weight loss goals, and I can't even hit mine. What is wrong with me? So I finally go to my doctor, and I went to the doctor because I started having hormone issues, like all this stuff, heavy periods. I couldn't sleep. I was waking up at 2 a.m. I could not go back to sleep. I was like, oh, like I couldn't take it anymore. So that's what finally made me go to the doctor. And I tell her all these things and I tell her I can't lose weight. And she's just looking at me like, yeah, you can't lose weight. Like I've literally tried for like over a year. And she's like, you know that like they don't believe you that you tried. They're just like, yeah. And I'm like, no, this is what I do. Like, let me show you my fitness pal and like show you everything I've been doing. And then I just look at you like, yeah. You're just going to have to live with it. What? That's what she told me. You just have to live with it. I walked out of that office and I was like, nope, I am not living with this. And thankfully, within around the same time frame, I saw another coach that I knew share her story. And it was so similar to mine. She hadn't had a baby. She had gained weight suddenly and out of nowhere. She was about 10 years older than me. But she gained all this weight and she didn't know why. She was a health coach. She worked out. She ate really healthy. And then she gained it and she couldn't lose it. And everything that she was experiencing were things that I experienced. And she was able to heal and recover. And she shared how she did it. And I reached out to her and I was like, please tell me what to do. I am desperate. I'm desperate. And she sent me this book and it was about resetting your metabolism. And I was like, well, I know how to get my metabolism fired up. Well, and she was like, but it's not because you're not losing. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's true. She goes, well, read this book. So I read the book and excuse my French, but I was like, what the shit? We have been lied to this entire time. Like everything I knew was false. And everything I'd been taught in my continuing education and my trainings and everything I was doing and had done and teaching my clients was wrong. And I was experiencing the effects of long-term, low-calorie, low-carb stress on my body, overtraining, carb cuts, and it had shot my metabolism. And doing the same thing over and over again was only damaging it more. And it was not getting healed to where I could actually lose the weight. My body was in survival mode. It had so much adrenaline and cortisol, your stress hormones, pumping through me just to keep my body alive because it stressed. It didn't know what to do anymore. And so I had damaged my health trying to lose weight, trying to keep the weight off. I lived like the diet lifestyle. That's what I did. And I damaged my body on the inside. And I suffered through that for almost 2 years. And it was awful. It was awful. So we're going to talk about how I changed that and how other women are doing the same things to themselves. And they may not have the effects yet, but you may be there and you may be thinking, this is just normal. This is just my age. This is just hormones. This is genetic. It's not. I promise you it's not. Let's dive into it. I'm going to share my screen with you. Let's see here. Share all this tech stuff. I think I want to share this screen. Perfect. Okay, let me go to actual screen I want to share so y'all can see this. Pull this up. And we will present this so it's really big so you can see it because there's a lot of info in here. Make sure you've got your pen, your paper, because I want you to take notes. And don't worry, at the end, if you stay to the end, I've got a freebie for you. It's really going to be an awesome recap of a lot of the stuff I'm going to share with you tonight. And so you'll be able to take it with you or have it with you all the time on your phone, save it to your tablet, your computer. And that way you can always go back and reference because I'm going to give you a lot of good tips that you're going to want to start using now, like right now, because you're probably going to have your mind blown just like I did. So let me make sure everyone can see everything okay. I'm going to refresh this other screen because I want to make sure you can see me. I feel like maybe you can't see this. This is good stuff. I don't want you to miss it. Okay, good. You can see it. Perfect. Okay. All right. So we're going to dive in. True health versus weight loss. What is the true cost? Ladies, if you have questions, pop them in the comments. I'm going to glance over at my second screen as we go through this in case I can see your questions, because I want you to ask them if you have any as we go through this. All right. First thing you need to know, you need to be healthy to lose weight, not lose weight to be healthy. So many women would come and sit in front of me and I would say, why are you here? What motivated you to get here? What motivated you to come in and see me? And they always say, well, I need to lose this weight. I got to get healthy. When really it should be the other way around. You need to be healthy to lose weight. Your body needs to be healthy to lose weight, to gain muscle, to have energy, to sleep better, to have a focused mind, and to just feel happier overall. You're going to feel happier and more confident in yourself when you sleep good, when you're losing the weight, when you can easily maintain the weight. You don't have to live the diet lifestyle all the time. You're going to have so much more energy when you're healthy. So let me ask you these questions. I want answers in the comments. If you've ever said these following statements, I'm healthy because I exercise and eat right. Has that ever been a statement that you've said out loud or thought to yourself? I'm healthy because I exercise and I eat right. I've said it. I thought that's what I was doing. I'm exercising, I'm eating right. I have to be super healthy. Why can't I lose the weight, right? Wrong. I was so wrong. If I could just lose these 20 pounds, I could be healthy again. Have you ever said that? And it may not be 20 pounds. It may be 10, maybe 15. It might be 30. If I could just lose these 20 pounds, if I could just lose the weight, I would be healthy. I know I'd be healthy. Have you ever said that before? Have you ever thought that before? Debbie says, yes, yes, we all have. What about this one? If I take blank supplements or I drink this blank drink, I'll be healthy. That's a big one. If I take these blank supplements or I drink this blank drink, I'll be healthy. How do supplements and drinks make you healthy? Think about it. You really got to think about it. Like I said, I'm dropping truth bombs tonight. So get ready. There may be things in here that you don't want to hear, but it's the truth. It's the truth. And this is how we get better. This is how we get healthy. This is how we lose the weight. All right, we're going to dive into it. Fat loss at the cost of health. This is what I did. Many women focus on losing weight to achieve the body, the perfect body, lose body fat. Like it's just, okay, that's the goal. I've got to lose weight. I've got to lose weight. And you'll do whatever it takes to lose the weight. You'll do hours and hours and hours of cardio. You'll sit on that treadmill till you cannot move anymore, thinking, I just got to burn these calories. I got to burn these calories. All of that is at the expense of health, metabolism, and hormones. On top of all that, we add in years of yo-yo dieting. Like I said in the beginning, I say it all the time. The average woman diets 5 to 7 times a year. That's yo-yo dieting. When we do a little bit for a few weeks, we get maybe 5 pounds off, and then we mess up again because we're not really messing up. It's the diet. The diet isn't sustainable. But in your mind, you have messed up. And then you go back to normal pattern, you gain it back, you gain more than you lost, and then you do it again. The same diet that failed you, you do it again, you do it again, and you do it again. Or maybe your friend's like, hey, I got this drink, try this drink. And you try the drink and maybe you lose 5 pounds and then you gain it all back again, right? That's yo-yo dieting. So we add in years of yo-yo dieting, creating chronic energy deficiency. Okay, when we do that, that means we don't have enough energy flowing. We don't have enough fuel. We're not burning. We're not fueling our body enough, which means we're not eating enough. We're not eating the right things that fuel the body, which makes the body think that food is scarce. It thinks, oh no, I don't have enough fuel. There's not enough logs on the fire to keep burning. Slowing the metabolic function, slowing the thyroid function, slowing the hormone function. So then our body holds on to all it's got. The fat's not going nowhere. Stress hormones are rising, all to protect itself. What is the cost of low-calorie diets? What is the cost of cutting out sugar completely? What is the cost of yo-yo dieting? What is the cost of overtraining, hours of cardio, 7 days of working out, stress constantly? What is the cost? Your metabolism, your thyroid. Thyroid and metabolism, they go hand in hand. Hormones, your happiness. Your body goes into survival mode. When there's not enough fuel, there's not enough logs or wood on the fire to burn the fire, to keep the fire alive, to keep it thriving, it's in survival mode. Your body will try to save energy by reducing your body temp. So if you're cold all the time, you have cold fingers, your feet are cold all the time, your nose is cold to the touch, it's because your body temp is too low. Your thyroid function will decrease. That's a big one. So many women, I would see 10 women a day, and I guarantee it, 8 out of those 10 had a thyroid issue. Your digestion, all that digestive juices that your body creates, they start to slow down, which causes so many digestive issues: constipation, IBS, bloating, gas, indigestion. Your metabolism slows down. Your body goes into emergency mode. We call it survival mode. And what that is going to do long term is a lot of damage. Sacrificing long-term health for short-term results. And we don't realize it. You don't realize that you're damaging your body. And this is why this is so passionate for me, is I'm like, I want to like shout it to the rooftops, because so many women, the first thing they say to me is like, oh, what are you doing? What's your current plan? I'm like, oh, I cut carbs. Oh, I'm trying to eliminate sugar from my diet. I'm like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. I just want to like scream it. Like, okay, some things, yes, but not all carbs, not all sugar. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation, because you're going to just deplete your body of the needs that it has needs. You have to fuel it. You have to give them what it needs. Okay. In survival mode, you're leading to high stress. Survival mode is when your body's under stress, your stress hormones increase. That's your adrenaline, your cortisol. And those things are designed to keep your body alive. So if something that's designed to keep your body alive is increasing, what does that really mean for your body? It means your body is not thriving the way it should. If those hormones are having to increase to keep things running, to keep energy to take energy from other things like your digestion, your immune system, your muscle gains. It takes from all just to keep you standing here, or me standing here, you sitting there watching TV or watching this or making breakfast. You need energy all day long. You have to have fuel to survive. So those stress hormones increase to keep you doing that. Okay. And that's why you end up with belly bloat, with digestive issues. Okay. That's why you end up getting sick more often, because your immune system isn't working the way it should. And what does that really do? It's more money down the drain. It's more money down the drain. You're going to pay for the next diet, the next diet, the next diet, the doctor visits, all the health stuff. right? I mean, it just is. That's the truth. Another truth bomb coming at you right now. Ladies, we do this to ourselves. I did it. I had women that had been with me for years start experiencing the same thing. Thankfully, we figured it out and they were able to switch into this nutrition and they're all healed. It's better. It's amazing what food does for the body with the right foods. But we bring this on through restrictive diets, cutting out foods like carbs. That's the most popular one. Excessive exercising, too much alcohol, and just daily stresses. Work stress, family stress, kids stress, all kinds of stress. I get it. I have 4 kids and I run a business. I had to really look at my daily schedule and figure out a way to keep stress out of my life. And it's hard. I'm not going to say I'm perfect, but I work at it. It's important to me because I don't want to gain weight out of nowhere. I don't want to go through that again. Okay. Health and fat loss should be slow and gradual. When it's slow and gradual, it's going to stay off. Quick fixes, that's not fat. You can't lose body fat in a week. You can lose water weight and inflammation, but you cannot lose body fat, 10 pounds of it in 1 week. I guarantee it. Okay, slow and gradual. It should be done in a way that has the body burning the most fat at rest. So while you're sitting here watching this, you could be burning fat. Okay, instead of forcing it by doing hours and hours of cardio, which is stress and duress on the body. It should be done in a manner that allows for the liver to function properly and rid the body of oxidative fat and toxins. Your liver needs to be healthy, but if the thyroid is not healthy, metabolism isn't healthy, the liver is not healthy. It should be done through metabolic healing, so your muscles can actually use fat as energy at rest. There's that word again, not only doing high intensity exercise. It should be done to support thyroid systems and metabolic rate. It should be done with the correct processes so that your joints and muscles can become mobile and relaxed again, and the body can foster strong bones. Health and fat loss should happen with a process that considers the intestinal health. So the inflammation, hormones, energy levels can be healed and restored to normal. Doesn't that sound awesome? Health and fat loss should be about these things. Physical and functional body performance. This is my favorite thing. So y'all know I have a studio, so I get to work with women hands-on, right? They come into my class, I get to watch them go through the nutrition and come in. And I've had people who with me for a while and they're finally like, okay, I'm gonna do the metabolic nutrition. And it's like this switch just goes off within 2 weeks of them eating this proper nutrition, and their energy performance in their workouts doubles. I want it more than doubles. It's insane. I just stand there in awe. I'm like, who is this person? Where did you come from? Why weren't you working out like this before? And they're just like, I just have so much energy. I just feel so good. And their muscle gains just improve. It's my favorite thing to see. I love it when everyone loses weight because I know that, but I know with the weight loss, that's the bonus because I know they're getting healthy and they feel good, but seeing their performance just tells me they're healthy. It's really cool to watch. But it should be about cellular and metabolic health because that's what it really comes down to. It should be about your mental and physical well-being. It should be about muscle gains, body composition, and activity levels that you want. Okay, not what everyone else wants, but what you want, your goals, your individual needs. It's important. You may not want to look like a bodybuilder. You may just want to lose some weight and be fit and be healthy, and that's perfectly normal. And that's okay. It should be about mobile joints and relaxed muscles, natural spine and body alignment, strong bones, optimal body temp and pulse rate. When your metabolism is firing the way it should, your body temps are going to be where they need to be. Your pulse rate is going to be where it needs to be to keep that fire alive, keep it burning, keep that fat burning, keep the fat off once you get there. It should be about having good digestion. It should be about a healthy heart, good circulation. So you're not cold. So you're not having to put socks on all the time and house shoes on all the time and a jacket on all the time. How many of you wear a sweater or a cardigan or a hoodie around your house all day because you're cold? When you really shouldn't, everyone else in the house is not cold. And you're over here like, oh my gosh, it's so cold in here, right? So that is typically why it's low metabolism. Health and fat loss should be about not getting sick, about taking care, being healthy. It should be about getting good sleep. It should be about having good libido, a good sex drive. It should be about being fertile. If you're trying to have a baby and you've got thyroid issues and metabolism issues, you've got to get them in check. It's about having a good, sharp mind, good memory, positive outlook, happier. Okay, so your resting metabolism determines the rate at which you utilize the foods you eat. So this is what metabolism is. Everyone asks me this. It's basically how efficient your body uses the fuel you give it, the food it gives it. It represents around 70% of your daily expenditure. Okay, so the faster you're resting, there's that word again. The faster you're resting metabolism, the healthier you are. The faster your resting metabolism, the more you can eat without fear of weight gain. We don't do 1,200 calories on this program. No more starving till you get to eat again. No more starving till you cave. No one is ever hungry on my plan. When they are hungry, when they finally go, okay, I'm hungry, when I know your metabolism's kicked in, it's time to raise the calories. It's time to eat more so we can keep getting healthier. We can keep losing the weight. You can all have this too. You just have to get healthy again. You have to get healthy. Your focus needs to shift from weight loss to health. You need to be healthy to lose weight. I'm just going to dive in real quick and look at the comments, see if anyone's got any questions, anything like that. I'm looking on my other screen. My other screen's a little slower, so I don't see anything yet. Awesome. Okay, so how do you know if you have an unhealthy metabolism? So these are really the basic signs, and really a lot of them don't have anything to do with weight. I mean, weight loss, weight gain out of nowhere, or inability to lose weight, like what I was going through, is a huge sign if you've been consistent. Okay, here's the thing. You cannot be consistent and snack on cookies here and there and, fast food here and there and kind of maintain while you're working out and trying to eat healthy, but that's not really consistency. So once you can be consistent for a good period of time, you're like, this is just not working, then we know that's a metabolic issue. But other signs with that are poor sleep. So insomnia, some people will not be able to go to sleep. Some will have like what I had, where I would wake up at 2 a.m. and I couldn't go back to sleep. I would just wake up like, all right, well, let's start the day because I'm not going back to sleep. Digestive issues. IBS, bloating, constipation, indigestion, gas, all that. Easily stressed, erratic moods. That was a big thing I had too. And I didn't realize it until my husband was like, I didn't want to say anything, but yeah. So if you stress easily and you kind of like, fly off the handle easily, it could be a metabolic issue. Low energy, like just fatigued all the time. Overweight, even underweight, hormonal issues, irregular, painful periods, heavy periods, lots of PMS symptoms, menopausal symptoms, early menopause. You shouldn't have all those symptoms with menopause. That's not normal. You're told it's normal. It's not. Weak digestion, food intolerances. I had a food intolerance. I couldn't do gluten. And I thought that was like the dumbest thing. It's like, that's not a real thing. Well, it was. It happened to me. Now I can tolerate it, but I had to work up to it. Vitamins, mineral deficiency, strong cravings. Like if you have strong cravings, you're missing something. Your body's deficient. in something. No sex drive. You have a really low libido. Blood sugar issues. That's a big one. That's a big thing we dive into in our programs because it really comes down to keeping those numbers level. Skin issues. You have dry, scaly skin, even like brittle nails, dry hair. That was one other sign that I had. So on top, I'm just going to be honest with you all, on top of not being able to lose weight, I had heavy periods. I couldn't sleep. I would wake up in the middle of the night. I couldn't process gluten. My nails were getting really brittle. And then like the skin around my nails was like constantly like, I don't know, like it was just not, it just wasn't healthy. And I was like, what is happening? And I always had really healthy, pretty nails. And it was really, really bothering me. But it all started happening around the same time. Okay. So all of that just leaves you wondering, like, what am I doing? I'm doing everything I need to be doing, and it's still not working. So signs of true health and healthy metabolism: having a warm body. So your body temp should be 97.8 to 98.6 degrees, even a little higher. I say like you can go all the way up to 98.8 as long as you're not having any signs of illness. It means your extremities are warm. Strong resting pulse. 75 to 90 beats per minute is a healthy pulse rate, not super low. Everyone thinks it should be super low because athletes have super low. Their body is just adjusted to that. But I'm telling you, they're going to feel the effects at one point in their life. So a good healthy heartbeat is around 75 to 90 beats per minute. Having daily bowel movements, not having any hormonal issues, so no menstrual cycle issues, no PMS, no pain, no bloating, all that. Healthy hair, skin, nails, strong bones, good teeth, healthy heart, infrequent urination, deep, restful sleep, good energy all day long, lean, muscular body, because when you have a good, healthy metabolism, you're able to build muscle a lot easier. Lack of illness. You should not be getting sick all the time. You should be more fertile. You should have a good sex drive. You should feel happy and confident and content. That's a big thing for everyone. Feeling content and able to maintain your body weight. Once you've lost the weight, you should be able to maintain it without having to be like working out all the time and without having a diet. So how do we measure this? How do we know, okay, where am I at now? And how do I know when I'm healing? How do I know what I'm doing is working? I'm going to give you some tips on how you can measure your metabolism. There are some objective ways and subjective ways, and we're going to go through those with you. Okay, so one is your body temp. When you wake up in the morning, use a thermometer, take your temp, like first thing. Then take it again after you eat, like 30 minutes to an hour after you eat. It should have risen. And then in the middle of the afternoon, take it again, and it should be even up higher. So as long as we want to be about 97.6 when we wake up or higher, and we want it to continue to rise throughout the day. And just keep note of that. Keep a journal. Your pulse rate. Almost everyone has an Apple Watch or a Fitbit these days. Track your pulse rate, your resting pulse rate. We want it to be about 70 to 90 beats per minute. Caloric implications. Pay attention to this, okay? Pay attention to what's happening when you're eating the right amount of foods and when you're not eating the right amount. That's why it's important to listen to your body. The amount of calories you burn has a profound effect upon your rate of energy production and cellular repair. So not burning calories efficiently, weight gain, edema, fatigue, insomnia, all those things we've been talking about are often the outward result. So that's why it's important to not just watch the scale, pay attention to how your body is feeling. Okay, subjective factors, what your body is feeling, your sleep. Are you sleeping 7 to 8 hours a night? Are you waking up feeling rested? Your digestion, has your digestion improved? Have your moods improved? Do you now have more stable moods? You can cope with stress better. You feel more happy. You feel more content. How are your energy levels? Pay attention to those things. Pay attention to your cycle. You can track. There's so many tracking apps now. I know Fitbit does. I'm not sure. I'm sure Apple does too. To track your cycle, and you can like list out your symptoms. Track it so you can look back over like 2 or 3 months time and see the improvement. and know like, oh my gosh, I'm doing it. I'm getting healthy. Because not only watching the scale, that's just going to like drive you insane. Pay attention to the health. Sex drive, that should improve. You should actually want to have sex with your significant other. It should not be something you dread. If you're dreading it because you don't have a drive to do it, there's an issue. If you're dreading it for other reasons, that's another conversation I'm not going to have with you. But if you're like, I just have no desire, that's something that can be with metabolic. Okay. Plus you have to be able to lose the weight. The weight should be coming off easily. But then once you get to where you want to be, if you have all these other great symptoms like it's on the screen, you should be able to easily maintain your weight without excessive exercise and excessive dieting. Okay. So many women look at all of those symptoms of slow metabolism, not being able to sleep, PMS, menopause issues, brittle hair, nails, digestive issues, all that we talked about. They think it's normal. They think it's normal. They think it's age. They think it's genetics. They think it's like just hormone stuff. It's not. I know it's what your doctor tells you, but it's not. My doctor told me to live with it. And I loved my doctor. I was really disappointed that day. Lifestyle choices, stress, diets, and toxins are affecting your metabolic health. It is the truth. This is the biggest truth bomb I can drop tonight. Lifestyle choices, stress, and stress comes in many forms. Exercise is a form of stress. Low calorie is a form of stress. Lifestyle choices, stress, diets, and toxins are affecting your metabolic health and ability to lose weight. This is really interesting. Another truth bomb. Researchers in the Metabolism Journal found that a drop of 1 degree in body temperature would slow metabolic rate by 10 to 13%. Ladies, that's 200 to 230 calories per day. Let me break this down even more for you. That's 3 Girl Scout cookies. Think about that. 200 to 230 calories per day that you're not burning by 1 degree. What if you're down by like 2 degrees? That's a whole pound. 500 calories per day is 1 pound lost per week. But if you're not burning it just because you have slow metabolism, are you going to lose 1 pound each week? Probably not. Isn't that insane? That is insane, but it's the truth. So instead of cutting calories, killing yourself on the treadmill or whatever you do for cardio, hours and hours at a time, wouldn't it make more sense to increase your resting metabolic rate through metabolic nutrition so that you can burn more at rest, so that you can heal your body and it function the way it should and burn more at rest? Of course it would. Of course it would. And that is what will truly form your foundation of health so that you can thrive and not survive. So a must for true health. Number 1, improve resting metabolic rate. Number 2, build lean muscle. Muscle at rest burns fat for fuel. The more muscle you have, the more fat you're going to burn at rest, and the more calories you need day to day, as muscle needs more calories to survive. So you get to eat more to burn more. Okay. So that is what you got to do. Those are like the 2 big things. Now, ladies, I said, if you were staying to the end or watching this video all the way through, you may even be watching the replay. That's totally cool. I have a freebie for you, and I'm going to show it to you real quick. And then I'm going to go over to the comments and answer any questions. So if you've got questions on this, pop them in the comments now, because I'm going to go back over there to that. Let me close this out, and because I want to show you the freebie, I'm just going to let you glance at it real quick. It's really just kind of a breakdown of the notes, but it's really cool. So I'm going to show it to you. So, okay, good. We're still live. I thought I just X'd out the stream. I think we're good. Okay. So this is the little freebie I have for y'all tonight. So basically kind of breaks down everything we talked about, and so that you have it. I want you to have these things so you know how to measure your metabolism, you know how to measure your metabolic health, you know how to kind of track and see if you're getting better. So if you want this, you want me to send it over to you, I want you to, in the comments, just type out true. That's going to be our little word for tonight. True in the comments, and we'll get it over to you either tonight or tomorrow, depending on when you watch it, and we'll get it sent over to you so that you have it. We'll either DM it to you or in your email. So if you want that little cheat sheet of all the information we went over tonight, just write in the comments true, and we'll get it over to you either tonight or tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to go over to the comments now. So I'm going to close this or stop share. I somehow closed out the stream, so I got to find it again. So bear with me here. I feel like the older I'm getting, the harder technology is getting. Like, I understand why my grandmother always needed help with the TV remote. Because now I'm like, okay, I call my teenagers in here. I'm like, show me what to do. Okay, stop share. Okay, let me go to the comments. Let me look over here too. I've got like 2 things going. Debbie, yes, we're going to get that over to you. And you've got a question. Let's see. How do we get involved with you on more committed levels? So, Debbie, I would love to chat with you some more. I'll send you a DM and we'll book a call. So I love to talk, like we'll do a Zoom call, or we can even call each other on Messenger. I just love to connect with everyone so I can figure out what your goals are, what you're trying to commit to, struggles you may have, so we can really see if we're a good fit together as coach. And because I like to make sure that you believe in my philosophy and you're committed, because I want to get you there. So I just like to have a good one-on-one conversation. So if you're up for that, I'll send you a DM and we'll just take it from there. But thank you for watching and engaging. Any other questions can be popped into the comments, especially if you're watching replay. I know a lot of you watch this later. So if you are still watching, make sure to put any questions you may have into the comments. And if you want the notes from tonight's live, make sure to comment true in the comments below, and we'll get that out to you either tonight or tomorrow. And I don't see any other questions popping up. Awesome. Okay. All right. Well, ladies, I know this was a longer live than usual, but I had lots of information I wanted to share with you. And so I hope this was helpful. I know it's a lot of truth bombs. I know not everyone wants to hear the truth, but it changed my life, and I know it can change yours, and I know it can make you feel just amazing, truly healthy, and nobody wants to keep dieting over and over again. You need to get to the point where you are at a healthy weight and easily maintain it, so that you're actually working out and doing things you enjoy to stay in shape, instead of just striving to lose the weight over and over again. That's not a happy life. All right, ladies, I'm going to hop off. Have a great rest of the week. We'll be sending you some goodies throughout the week. So if you want to book a call or you want more information, let us know. But if you want the notes, make sure to type in true in the comments. All right, bye, ladies. Have a great night, and I will see you guys next week.